Hi guys, if you've never seen my face before, I'm Celia and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about my other interests, because if you have seen my face before, it's probably because of a plant video or a fashion video. But I am a multifaceted person just like you, and one of my other main passions is interior design and home decor. So I just recently moved into a new apartment with my boyfriend, and although I didn't capture any of that on footage, silly me, I did want to start a series where I share with you how we make small updates to our New York City rental. So today's first video, as you can tell by the title, is about our balcony. We are one of the lucky few to have an outdoor space here in New York City, and I really enjoy being outside. But being in the city, it's hard to be outside without being outside. You have to go to a park and pack up and take things with you. So being able to be outside but still be at home is a really lucky thing. So we wanted to share with you how we affordably made over our balcony. In all the years that I've lived here in New York City, I've never had an outdoor space to kind of style up, so I didn't really know where to start. So of course, when you have an empty space and kind of an idea of what you want to do but need a little bit more inspiration, you head to Pinterest. So I headed to Pinterest and created a Pinterest board of spaces that kind of looked like what the space I had looked like, and kind of had, you know, the kind of vibe that I wanted. Seating was really important. I wanted it to look cozy and comfortable, and of course I love houseplants, so I definitely wanted an area or a way to have the houseplants add to the vibe of the space. After getting an idea of what it is that I wanted, I then of course started looking online at online retailers and what affordable, you know, kind of chic looking patio furniture there was available. As I said before, seating is what was most important to us with our space because we do have an interior dining. So this space was mainly for lounging, allowing friends to come over, have a place to sit, have a drink, you know, relax. That was the main point of the space. After a little bit of online research, I really landed on IKEA because they had furniture that's very modern and clean and was more in tune with what it is that I find attractive with interior decor. In addition to having the look that I really liked, IKEA of course has prices that we all enjoy. So IKEA was our first stop. They also had the patio furniture out where you could sit on it and see, you know, how you felt about it once actually sitting on inexpensive furniture. So that was an appeal too. So of course we took a trip to IKEA. Okay, so we have been through IKEA and we've got most of what we need for the beginnings of a okay balcony. And yeah, maybe always here you spend a little bit more than you plan to, but Sean, how do you feel? Broke. Yeah, can't wait for it all to be set up. So now hopefully we can get this all in an Uber XL. The space we're working with is about 14 feet long by 6 feet wide, which isn't a huge space, but by New York City standards is pretty nice. The door is on one side and the other side is really open to our neighbors. A lot of the inspiration photos that I saw had kind of a wall where you could kind of create a corner, you know, seating situation, but that isn't the space that we're working with. It's very open and there's railing facing the front of the building where we live. So the first thought was I wanted to create some type of privacy on the balcony so that when we are lounging and sitting, we aren't locking eyes with our neighbors or people down on the ground. Once in IKEA, we landed on the HAVSTEN. What we liked about it is that it was very cozy and comfortable looking. It was very similar to the couch we have in our home, which is very deep and you can really sit back and get a nice cuddle. I also like that it was easily extendable, so if we ever moved to a different place, you know, got a house, it got an outdoor space, it was something that we could take with us and would be easy to make it fit a larger space. It was a bit of a splurge at $500, but since it was going to be the main focal point of the room, we thought it was okay to go ahead and spend that just little bit of extra for what it is that we really wanted. We went with the armless option because when you have people over, We wanted it to feel a bit more open, where you could fit a couple more people in the space and not feel so, you know, closed off by adding the arms to the side. After the IKEA splurge, I figured it was best to try and investigate other avenues for a little bit, you know, less expensive pieces of furniture. There are lots of places online where you can find secondhand furniture. Let Go, Apartment Deco, but here in New York, Craigslist still is really top list for really wanting to get rid of things quickly and affordably. It is still a great place to find furniture that people need to get rid of at a very good price. So the day after our trip to IKEA, I then spent a little bit of time on Craigslist looking for other IKEA pieces, because they also tend to have really low resale prices. There were also a couple of pieces that I had my eye on that I wanted to see if I could find at a cheaper price, and luckily enough, I did. I was lucky enough to find the super popular black STORSELE, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, IKEA chair from a seller here that we were able to walk to, and instead of paying the $150 that it costs from IKEA brand new, I was able to talk the seller down to $80. So that was like major win, because it is exactly what I wanted, and I was able to save a little bit of cash. What I liked about the chair is that it created texture, that it was more of that rattan kind of boho feeling, where the couch has a much simpler, much more Scandi, simple, clean line design. So it added texture and created a, like, you know, seating space that you would want to have in your home, where you would want to layer different textures. So with starting there, I now had this black and white palette, and I figured let's just run with it. So I already had this black GLADOM IKEA table. They retail for $20 at IKEA, which isn't a bad price, but I was able to find the same exact table in white on Craigslist for $10, again saving just a little bit of money and going further diving into that black and white theme. While in IKEA, I also picked up this little lantern and candle. I wanted some type of decor piece to be durable enough to live out there, but to make sense in the space. So I figured we're not really gonna do any other lighting, because there's flood lighting around our building. So string lights wasn't really something that I was interested in, but I figured that this candle would create just enough mood lighting if we wanted to be out there, you know, having a little nightcap. This red IKEA Hallan cabinet is something that I had in my previous apartment, and I just brought it here. I had no idea what I was going to use it for, but it ended up working perfectly out on the balcony. It allowed a space for me to house all of my plant supplies, soils, insecticides, extra pots, gardening gloves, that type of thing. It also supplied a really nice pop of red to the black and white theme that kind of developed. And it was also really nice that the black and white theme developed, because the rails and the floor of the balcony are concrete and black metal, so it really kind of ended up being very perfect. While at IKEA, we also picked up these palms. So IKEA does sell a sort of privacy screen that you can loop around your balcony, and it's white, and it does allow some light to shine through. But one of the main draws for the balcony for me is people watching. And if I put that screen up, I wouldn't be able to see the people on the ground. Granted, they wouldn't be able to see me too, but it's New York City, you're always surrounded by people. So I decided to not go that route. Instead, we picked up these palms while in IKEA, and I figure I'll use these to strategically place to try and block some of the eyes, so that people aren't looking directly at us, and give us some semblance of privacy. And they will also help to add some height to the balcony, and greenery is always welcome in an outdoor space, or really any space. So these two palms were something we also picked up at IKEA. They're also priced really well at IKEA. They're only $16 each, which is a really good price. Now, although I do have indoor houseplants, I have no experience with palms. So my plan with the palms is to kind of treat them like annuals. If they make it through the winter, I'll bring them inside, of course. If they make it through the winter, great. If they don't, $16 isn't breaking the bank to go ahead and replace them next summer. So after putting my palms and my tables and my two main furniture pieces in place, I figured it was time to add a couple of indoor houseplants that were hardy enough to live outdoors. So after sticking a couple of those around, I started to really feel good about the space. So I'm not sure that I'm 100% done. Maybe next year I'd like to add a rug, or even venture into growing tomatoes or some other type of food out on the balcony. So for this year, I think the space that we have created is comfortable. We've already had people over and it worked perfectly. So if you've seen my plant videos, you know I can do indoor house plants, but I have zero experience with growing food or flowers outside. So if you have any experience in those areas, please leave me some tips down in the comments below, because sis is clueless. Also, looking for outdoor rugs is so hard. There are so many options. So if you've seen any good rugs, please also leave those in the comments below. I also pulled out a couple of pillows from inside outside to make it extra cute for you guys in this review. Alright, so here is our finished balcony. I hope you guys love it as much as we do, so let's roll that footage. Thank you guys so much for watching. We do have a couple of other plans for the inside of the apartment that we will be sharing very soon. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I hate when that's in the video. Thanks for providing great B-roll.
New York City sirens. Are you recording still? New York City sirens, man. The struggle is real.
Don't live on a...
Don't tell the people where we live.
Okay, never mind. Don't live on beep.
I hope that those people are okay though. Okay.